6 o'clock, we'll call this meeting to order. Everyone, please join me in the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Here, Chuck Davis.
Here.
Councilman Mike Dooley.
Here.
Councilman Corey Oxford. Bud Barkhurst.
Yep.
Jerry Flutie.
Here.
Okay, we'll have a quorum. We do have a quorum. We'll move forward. Everybody had a chance to look at the agenda. Is there any addition, changes? I have a motion to approve the agenda as read.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as read.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval of the December 17th meeting minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review those? Do I have a motion to go ahead and approve the minutes from last month's meeting?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We'll move on to approval of the bill and deposits in the amount of $52,302.62. Accounts payable in the amount of $27,306.72. Transmittals in the amount of $36,871.77. And payroll in the amount of $82,282.23. Payroll is double this time because we had we had two payrolls. One of them ended December 31st, I believe, and anyway, it's a carryover, so there's two payrolls in there, is why that's so high. Any questions? Yeah, a motion to go ahead and approve the bills.
I'll make a motion to approve the bills as read.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we'll move on to correspondence.
A letter from the Board of. Here on the mayor. I this letter to acknowledge and share our appreciation for the contribution of private business, the operation of the local library. We're aware of many ways your town and local communities support the operation of the library through both monetary and non-monetary contributions. Your contributions demonstrate the town of Saratoga's commitment to having this resource remain in your community. The Carbon County Board of Commissioners also recognize the value of this resource to the town of Saratoga, and we support its continued operation. It is important to explain that the county provides funding allocations to the Carbon County Library Board of Directors for the operation of the library system. Carbon County Library Board of Directors is tasked with maintenance and operation of the library system and individual libraries. The town should contact the Carbon County Library Board of Directors if there are any questions about the operation of the local library branch. You can contact the Carbon County Library System Board of Directors at the given website. Collaboration is necessary to preserve any resources as possible for those in our community, especially during the trying budget times we are currently facing. Thank you for your continued support of the Saratoga brand and the Carbon County Library System. This support has been instrumental in the success of the Carbon County Library System. Sincerely yours, Travis Marchand.
Nice.
First question,
Sure.
is the town making any progress with the library board about the county commissioners about acquiring that land on which the library sits?
I spoke with Commissioner Jones on Monday and Monday or Tuesday, anyway, she was going into commissioner meeting and she was gonna talk to their attorney and I have not heard anything back.
They didn't say anything about it at the meeting, but that subject didn't pass.
She was gonna talk to their attorney about it.
Okay, thank you.
That's the latest I have on that. I was gonna mention that in council comments. But we took care of it there. Okay, Jen?
And the chamber has canceled the visit due to weather. No ice, So I just wanted to mention.
Ice fishing.
Which is probably a good idea.
So like they ought to use boats and float those inner tubes that they float in.
That's
Of
between,
course, I don't fish, so
that's between the chamber and their board.
500 drunks and boats.
Stable conditions.
But the economic hit to the town is gonna be severe.
Are there any items from the public? Seeing none, we'll move on to council comments. I was gonna bring up that I've spoken with Sue Jones about that and nothing further at this time. Also, the Winter Wham Convention is February 11th, 12th and 13th. And we're registering if anybody so chooses to go. And if it's not too many, I'd allow some of you guys to go if you want.
Where's it at?
Cheyenne.
Man,
The winter one is always in Cheyenne.
You guys decide to go get with me as soon as possible so I can get
So, yeah, we can get everybody registered.
paid for and stuff. Please.
Okay, does any of the other council members have comments? No. Okay, we'll move on to reports from departments and we'll start with the town hall. And it looks like we have two designations. One for our official depository and one for the official newspaper. And this is a yearly thing. I would like to have Rollins National Bank as our official depository and the official newspaper be the Saratoga Sun. I think we can vote on both of these together. If there's any discussion, I'll open it up. Do I have a motion to go ahead and approve these two appointments for official depository and official newspaper?
I'll make a motion to approve them.
Do I have a second?
now second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Okay, we'll move on to the internship program and are you gonna take care of it? You want me to go now?
You go ahead. I'll let you know.
So we have honored the idea recently about onboarding some of the kids at the school here in various departments. Carter, me, help out at town hall, kind of expose them to how a municipality runs, learn some things, have some educational opportunities. Also, like helping us out with some projects that we are working on. In order to do that, there needs to be a program that we have as the town to operate within. Without that program, we're just operating essentially just regular employees, and we would be subject to some legal requirements. So in speaking with Kylie, we kind of developed this program with the parameters that are included in the policy. You know, they work during their work hours. Maybe they can work extra if they're working on a project. It's got to be approved by their work study program, et cetera. The term is only good for while they're in the accredited institution. So once that's up, so at the end of the semester, that would be terminated. And then we'd open it up again in August. Policy caps it off at 5. We're not going to take on any more than that. No more than 2 per department. So Carter can't have 4 and me have 1. And, you know, so we're only going to take a total of 5. We want to have a cap on it. They are paid and according to our pay scale. And what we're really hoping is that if this works out, you know, this could reestablish some of that rapport with the younger community, maybe create a pipeline for summer help, things like that. Also, why, you know, giving some kids exposure to a different sector. So the resolution adopts the policy and then the program details are in that as exhibit A.
Questions?
Workman's comp insurance.
We check with them, they're all covered.
Cause they're.
Covered through the school.
Well, they'll be covered through us because they'll be employees because they will be compensated.
Yeah,
But that's one thing Kylie wanted us to double check was that LGLP and workman's comp are still. This isn't gonna affect the coverage for those kids.
yeah, that's the only.
Yep.
Any other question? Oh, well, to pass this resolution, we're gonna have to read it. So would you please, Jen?
Town of Saratoga resolution number 2026-01. Resolution of the town of Saratoga adopting Saratoga interim internship program providing civic engagement, workforce development, and educational opportunities for participation in municipal government operations. Whereas the town of Saratoga desires to encourage civic engagement, workforce development, and educational opportunities for students to meaningful participation in municipal government. And whereas the town council finds that paid internship opportunities provide equitable access to professional experience while ensuring compliance with the applicable wage and labor laws. And whereas the town desires to establish an interim paid municipal internship program to allow town departments to engage interns in a structured, supervised, and educational manner. And whereas the town council finds it in the best interest of the community to adopt an interim program policy to guide the administration of such internships. And whereas the Saratoga internship program policy is attached hereto as Exhibit A and incorporated herein by reference. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the governing body of the town of Saratoga, Wyoming, that one, the interim paid municipal internship program is hereby adopted. The interim paid municipal internship program policy attached hereto as Exhibit A is approved and shall govern the administration of the program. The program shall be implemented on an interim basis and may be modified, continued, or made permanent by future action of the town council. For the part-time wage scale be updated to add interim under PTS 5 on the part-time wage scale. 5, town staff are authorized to take all actions reasonably necessary to implement the program consistent with the attached policy and applicable law, passed, approved, and adopted this 7th day of January 2026.
Questions? Do I have a motion to go ahead and pass this resolution 2026-7, Exhibit A?
I'll make a motion to pass it.
Do I have a second to that motion?
I'll second it.
Any additional discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. And we'll just leave it up to you guys to run it. And we'll go from there. All right. Anything else from the town hall? Okay, we'll move on to the police department.
Mr. Mayor, Council, I'll notice I actually don't have any agenda items tonight, so I'm not spending any money.
Amen.
So we made it through the holidays. No major incidents occurred. That was nice. Officer Fall was sworn in and started Monday, started doing some training. She was working on some firearms today with Officer Lear. Monday, I'd reached out, talked to ESU Pursuits, who we bought the 2 patrol trucks from. The second Ram has been done for quite a while. We're working on some shipping issues because they had a falling out with their previous shipper. We're still working on finding a new one, so they offered to pay to fly me down to pick it up. So Monday night, I flew to Kansas City, drove back yesterday with the truck. So it is here. I was working on getting the dash cam and stuff installed in it today. It'll go Wednesday to Cheyenne next Wednesday, get the radio installed, and it'll be fully upfitted and going. Monday, we did have some training. We started a new program, which is going live around the state. It is being paid for by WASCOP, the Wyoming Association of Sheriffs and Chiefs of Police. And this is with Avell eCare. What this is a mental health program that we can use on scene with people. They can talk to a mental health nurse and if they're in crisis over tablets, or if they don't want to use the tablets, or if we don't have it available at the time, a link can be sent to their cell phone and they can talk to them there. And that can help us make determinations on Title 25, which is more commonly known in Wyoming as the emergency detention protocol for people that are threats of harm to themselves or others or incapable of taking care of themselves. Without having to take everyone up to the hospital, we can get some of this done in the field, hopefully streamline some of it and get more care to more people that it needs. And I think that's all that I've got going.
to explain a little bit more on him flying back to get this truck too, they also gave us $1,000 check,
Correct. They gave $1,000 check.
covered, you know, anything he did plus the gas back
Yeah, and then some.
and then some. So I thought it was a pretty good deal. He come and talked to me and, you know, we had no idea how long we were gonna have to wait. So,
Yeah, their previous shipper, part of the problems is they were having vehicles showed up damaged. And so they called them out on it and they are still holding 2 of their vehicles hostage in some warehouse in Arkansas. They refused to deliver them.
Andy.
so anyway, that's where we're at on that. Any questions for John?
Thank you.
Thank you, John. The only thing I want to add to that is on the 14th, trying to find a prosecuting attorney to take over Patrick's job has not been easy. We have an interview with a guy via Zoom, John and I do, to talk to him a little bit on the 14th of this month, so. And then possibly having, another recommendation from another person. And I didn't see it this afternoon. I just got it today, so. So that's where we're at on that. Anything else for the police department? Carter, do you have anything from the fire department? No. Okay, and nobody got a hold of me either, so. All right, their next, recreation department.
Evening, gentlemen. I don't have a lot for you really. I just got a kind of what's going on over at the rec. So we have started adult co-ed volleyball. It started Monday. Or maybe last week. Monday. I don't remember what day it is. And then we have youth basketball coming up here in March. So that registration will open up in February. And then outside of that, at our rec board meeting, we kind of went over rates and are kind of working on that.
Well, I think you ought to tell them about somebody that wants to help you with the youth basketball.
Oh, the encampment high school girls basketball coach. But yeah, we're trying to do it a little different. So we're trying to get committees for each of our offerings. And so that way, like for example, when they had Utah Jazz, they had skills assessments and, you know, kind of had volunteers that had a little buy-in to the program. So we started that with volleyball and we're looking to see how it goes with basketball and the rest of our offerings.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good.
And our zip line should be here by the end of the month.
It's a little early to put it up.
We'll store it for now.
All right, any questions for Carter?
Where are you doing zip lines?
That's cool.
At the pool? Oh,
Just one. Yeah.
I wanted to go across the
You wanna
river.
test it out for us?
Why not?
I thought you, sorry.
that guy ain't got to test it out first.
400 ounces capacity.
Well, I'm 401, so.
All right. Thank you.
Carter.
Okay, we'll move on to the Department of Public. Rick?
First item I've got here before I give you a few updates is number 13. I kind of got a memo in the packet there. I've been looking off and on for a runaround rig for the DPW position, and looking throughout the last 6 months, kind of off and on, but I haven't really seen anything that I like to have the topper to store tools and stuff in the summer when I'm running around. I get the laser and all kinds of stuff in the back, and I had all that shoved in the back seat of my little Dakota last year. I don't want to buy a new truck. I think the amount of miles I'm going to put on it will depreciate due to age faster than than the value of having those earlier miles on it. So I'm looking for something used that'll be reliable. I mean, after 6 or 7 years, this thing will probably barely be breaking 100 grand. So it fits what I need it to do. It's new enough, I think, that we can figure it's not going to, seize up on us in the near future. And it's pretty competitively priced. It's in Pocatello. So I can pick it up on the 19th. I'm going that way anyway. So I'll just get dropped off there. Well, my wife will drive back and I'll just follow her back in this. The warranty, is a reasonable percentage of the overall purchase of the truck, but I was looking at those Coyote engines and those 10-speed trannies. They are not cheap if you were to lose one in full. That warranty up in a heartbeat. I do think tacking in the warranty is probably a pretty decent idea.
Questions? I've sat with Emery and looked over a bunch of different vehicles and this is best used when we can find. I mean, we searched over the state. This is one of the better ones.
There were some ones that were good, but I mean, they were all the way down in Florida or over on the East Coast or something. And then by the time you go get it and everything, I just decided to try to find something.
Looked at some that had,
There's
100
nothing Rollins area.
No, and we looked up Riverton area and stuff too. And there's some laying around in that 40,000 mile range here and there, but there's so much more money. And I think by time, we have it for 10 years, the age of the truck's gonna eat up a lot of that resale value or trade-in value compared to what we originally paid for it. I don't really think there's
a lot of them we looked at too had 150 plus on it miles.
Yeah.
About a bicycle and flowered basket. Probably work.
How to put a heat on it.
Well, this,
Or a golf cart.
we did budget for this in Emery's budget.
Yeah.
I think it's a little more than what we speculated, but not much. How's the council want to proceed?
I'd say go ahead and get it. I'd make a motion to buy it.
Have a motion on the table to go ahead and purchase this pickup from,
Lithia Dodge or Lithia Chrysler Pocatello.
I'll second it.
any additional discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Thank you, guys.
I think it's a wise decision for you to follow the wife back.
Oh,
So she can get.
With the warranty?
Yeah.
with the warranty is $28,398.
Deep anymore.
Yeah.
2018, that's pretty good.
The warranty is 4-year protection.
Hopefully it makes it back from Idaho.
Yeah, that's what he just said. It was crucial that my wife followed me.
Although she's in front to pull it on home.
Yeah.
We don't want to have that discussion.
Hopefully she's not in the Dodge going down. Don't sound great.
Oh, easy. Okay. All right, Ingrid.
Yeah, a little update, starting off with the sign project. I just got these. I would have put them in the packet, but I just got them today. The 2 big gateway signs are done. So if those, they look good to me, but I did request pictures before they shipped them just in case we saw anything wonky. I think that's pretty much what we ordered. They look pretty snazzy. So.
Yeah.
Are they putting them up?
We're gonna kind of work together a little bit. He's gonna advise the prep. I might have him come down and help us fasten them to the pad and everything, but we'll probably get everything, the majority of it ready.
Are they gonna withstand our little breezes we've been having lately?
The ones in Rollins are still standing. So
And well,
same manufacturer.
I do like it. I think it'll be very nice for the community.
Yeah, they look nice. I like it too.
They were asking about Sherwin-Williams paint color codes and stuff to me on what we exactly wanted, and I didn't. I just said match what we had as best they could. So I think they did a good job.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell them we're good with them and we'll go from there. TAP grant with the sidewalk project going from school to the community center down there. Now that we're past June 1st or January 1st, we can start ticking away on environmental letters or go out. I got them completed. They were approved by YDOT. So I'll get those out to all the agencies so we can get the environmental going. And then we'll get the engineer selection moving forward here probably towards the end of the month. We have to get a little committee together and get that done, but we can start progressing through all those funding required things by the funding so we can.
When do you expect, are you gonna try to go out to bid this year or?
We could, it's just with everything that we have to do because of the grant, it's unlikely that we hit a window where it makes sense.
Okay.
It would probably end up being right smack dab in the middle of everybody's busy season. And they said if the number's not applicable, like if YDOT will tell us, hey, you're just gonna wait and we'll throw it out again this winter.
Okay.
We have to check all those boxes, but since we're not, digging real deep or building in a swamp or anything, they'll go quicker than some other projects, but there's still several boxes that we gotta go. But it feels good to actually be able to start ticking away and not just sitting at the starting line waiting for that date to go. West Bench project guys are gonna keep digging. Rocky Mountain is starting again next week. Is their plan. We'll try to start working on that last line. You see a payout for everything that we've got done up to this point, probably at the next meeting is where we're at on that. And then the new billing for the sewer system for the EDUs that was adopted at the last ordinance. That's all set up. Jen and Brenda have been lining all that out, and that'll go out with the next bills. So the next bills will be based on that. Of course, working over at the park, we're getting all the plumbing in for the irrigation system stubbed out of the big 2-inch water meter, the blow off and everything landed. So whoever gets the sod and irrigation bid will just have to hook up to that pipe. They don't got to dig the meter pit up and hook all the blow off on. We wanted to eliminate that and save some money there. Getting the power routed over to the restroom, sewer up to the restroom, water stubbed up into the restroom, working on getting all that done. So we're ready to go whenever that gets awarded. We're waiting on the state approval on the peculiarities of the bid docs because of the grant. Once we get the okay on there, hopefully here in the next few days, then we can start advertising probably next week for those 3 bid packages.
Good deal.
I have a pre-bid sometime first part of February, look at awarding end of February is the plan. Then they can, as weather permits, get kicking away at stuff.
Good deal.
And then the public hearing for the potential land purchases next week, so be ready. And
It's at the next council meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21st, 6 o'clock. That's all I got really on that end, unless you guys have any questions.
Questions? Thank you, sir.
You bet.
We'll go ahead and move right on.
Planning Commission, nothing real strenuous or anything to report on that. We got the last couple things on that variance ordinance we've been working on that we'll finalize at that next meeting, and then probably go over these signs a little bit and then talk about the other wayfinding signs. Those are be coming up next. And they wanted to set some goals for 2026. So I think we're going to discuss that a little at the next meeting.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Any questions about the planning and zoning? Okay, water sewer joint power board.
Next meeting's next week. And I had one since the last meeting, so I don't really have anything on that.
Okay. Any questions for Emmerich?
No.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yep, thanks, Emery.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, we'll move on to the Recreation Commission.
Really have too much to add. Carter pretty much covered everything from the meeting on Monday night. The next meeting is here at the council on the 2nd of February at 6 o'clock.
Thank you, sir. Saratoga Airport Advisory Board.
Our next meeting is coming Monday, so there's nothing to report after that. Monday, the 12th.
Okay, nothing new to add then. All right, thank Miss Brenda. South Central Wyoming Emergency Medical Services. The only thing, we had their one board member come in and talk to us last month about this money that's available. I've been doing a little bit of research. They should know more, something more on where the money's gonna go and how it's gonna get set up tomorrow. I talked to him about possibly putting together a committee and kind of looking at that now, talking to a few people. I talked to people from the hospital, and I have one of the people I was gonna talk to is out of town. And my next person will be Irene over in Elk Mountain. He's on the board. So to see, what their idea is to get this money and what they want to do with it, how they want to spend it. You know, my concern is we just got to have ambulance service in the town and we need to do whatever we can. And I'm sure that this money will have to be applied probably through the town to get it. I don't know if it goes directly to, maybe to a hospital, I don't know, maybe to the ambulance service direct. I'm learning as I go here, but that's all I have to report on that. Any questions?
No.
Is there any new business to be brought before the town? Seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.